Hi guys and welcome back to Tommy's Starcraft. This is your host Tommy with another Starcraft Remastered replay for you guys. Once again we have a great engagement in between the two pro players from the South Korean scene. This game has been played in the year 2012. So let me just start by introducing the players to you guys. As we have spawned here in the upper left in the white, it is Flash. And his opponent is going to be none other than spawning here in the lower left in the purple. It is Mo Hu Woo, but he's also known as Light. So Light currently in the year 2021 the best Terran. As you guys know, in the year 2021 Flash is currently serving in the South Korean army. So I hope he gets treated of course well, and at the same time I hope he comes back to gaming and to streaming and so on. He even has a very successful YouTube channel, so a very great gamer indeed. He is and was actually considered, but some still consider him to be the best gamer there ever was. And yeah, let's just see exactly what these two players have prepared for us. It's a nice Terran versus Terran here. I don't really like mirror games, I know I should be saying this, but it's of course Flash and it should be much interesting. Also the fact that Light is currently the best Terran. It's going to be a very interesting and nice and strong Terran versus Terran. Of course I'm expecting some mechanical units. It could be a surprise with some bio units, with some marines, with medics and firebats, but in the end most Terrans really like to go into some mechanical units with some tanks, with some vultures and Goliaths perhaps later on, and even later on some Brace perhaps, and some battle cruisers would be also very cool. Some nukes would be very nice to see. So let's just see exactly what these two players have prepared for us, as Flash is opening here, of course pretty standard, with a supply depot and a barracks. The little difference here from Light is that he actually is going for an extractor, and at the same time I thought this was an expansion, but no, he's walling here a little bit off with a nice barracks being placed more outside. The SCV here from Flash is also moving out here, as the map is called Damian. I don't know if I said this, but the map is Damian, a very interesting map. And yeah, very early scout here now by Flash with his SCV, as he's meeting up here with the SCV from Light. So Flash in a little bit of more better situation perhaps, as he knows exactly now where Light is situated. So at the same time he's also going for an expansion here. So expansion first into actually supply depot, first into barracks expansion, and then the extractor. Also building here another supply depot, as the first marine is already chasing here the SCV here from Flash away. Let's have a look at this building. There's a nice factory here by Light, so Light a little bit faster with his production buildings against Flash. Flash's economy should be perhaps slightly faster here than Light's economy. No expansion yet here for him, but look at that, very interestingly enough, Light is already floating up here his barracks and sends it straight towards the position here by Flash. Flash playing it very defensively here with a bunker, as he doesn't wish to be disturbed here, doesn't wish his expansion to be disturbed, so perhaps he's going to place even more and more marines into this location. No, actually a second marine is only being added, and he also lifts up here his barracks, perhaps to place it into this location just to block the entrance here. Light, strangely enough, is landing here his barracks, and he's even producing some marines here. So really interesting stuff here by both South Korean players, as once again the SCV from Flash is moving in. He's going to see that factory with the add-on here. That's exactly the information he needs just to see exactly what Light is up to. Light perhaps pretty soon is going to move out with some vultures. No, he's actually going for some tanks and even building more and more marines into this nice location here. Another SCV into this location perhaps will be used for repairing purposes, and Flash is preparing more and more of his defenses. He's also building his first factory here and even add some more supplies into this position. Finally, more SCVs here for Flash, so Flash in a little bit of a more advantage here economic wise, but at the same time Light is already moving out here with his first tank. So let's just see if Flash is prepared for this, as Light is pumping more and more marines out. And Flash, what could this be? Another bunker here. So Flash playing it very defensively here, as he wishes to of course protect here his expansion very much with his 28 workers here. In comes Light, however, with a nice strong force here. So we already have a good engagement here. One marine already being killed here. but there is this bunker here, so Light is going to retreat a little bit. Does he have that siege capability? Not yet, but it's almost being finished here, as he's going to try to bypass perhaps these bunkers here. 2 SCVs already on position to repair it, and perhaps the tank will be hidden into this location. Flash sees now the army move out here by Light. He's going straight for this bunker, but the SCV is already here to repair it, so nice reaction here by Flash. And yeah, let's have a look if the siege capability is going to be used pretty soon. There's that siege tank, and now Flash reacting here with his marine. I think he's going straight for those tanks. Now he's actually fighting the marines, so marines versus marines. And there's that backup tank coming in here for Flash, but another tank is coming also in here by Light, so much damage being dealt. Light finally loses his tank, but the same can be said here by Flash. So both players are trading blows in the end. Many units have lost their lives, many marines, 2 tanks. But what's important here for Flash is the fact that he holds, and he needs to be careful, of course, as this barracks gives nice vision now here for the siege tank. So the siege tank already doing so much damage here. Another siege tank here for Flash, but does he have vision? That is the question. Now finally he moves in here forward with his marines. The tank is getting damage, another tank is being spawned here, and somehow Lights hold his, but is he going to lose the tank? So close. This tank is getting repaired here, actually, here by this hero mechanic. And look at that, Flash adding now a race into his army composition, going straight for this marine. And Light knows that it is time to move out now, as this race a great counter against this early aggression now here by Light. Really great job here by Flash. Nice timing race here, even kills this one tank and chases the other one away. This perhaps slowly but steadily is going to kill it. Let's just have a look. No, actually in come the mechanics, and not that much damage here, only 8 damage here, but the SCV already taking damage. Let's have a look at the main here from Flash, and at the main from Light also pumping out here his race. So a nice tactic in the year 2012 to race here, going straight for those SCVs. So really great stuff here. Finally the race from Light are coming. The first shots are being fired, but Flash has invisibility, so nice invisibility here by Flash, already being researched, giving him once again the advantage here, even killing 2 more SCVs and 2 more rays. Uncloaking now just to save that energy here for his units. Really great stuff here by Flash, as he's not only able to hold his attack, but he is also doing so much damage here, and even more SCVs might get killed here. So Light needs to be careful. He's repairing, of course, his SCVs, but race once again are coming in, and not only that, but they're also nicely scouting here the base from Light. In comes Light with a scan, and is finally going to be able to kill one of those rays. The second one also being chased away, as there's 3 rays already here, and both players at the 2 expansion 2 base count here, so more and more rays are being pumped up here by both players, as Flash is transitioning into more fabric, into more factories units here. So perhaps we will see some Goliaths. A transition into Goliaths would be very nice here, as slowly but steadily we're closing in at a 10-minute mark. So really nice gameplay here by both players. The early aggression here by Light, and finally things are settling down as Flash finds a nice position here in the back of these buildings, just to secure the center of the map. At the same time, let's just see when exactly the players will decide to once again expand here on this map, as one SCV is moving here forward, perhaps to repair these barracks. But yeah, Flash feeling very confident in the middle of the map. Worker wise and supply wise, they're both at the same mark here. And yeah, we have some rays into this position, so perhaps Light will try to do damage here into this position. It could be, of course, a possibility here for him. At the same time, he's moving out slowly but steadily with those tanks, or tank versus tank wars here. As let's check those upgrades a little bit, 0 to 0, as this mechanic is, of course, repairing here those tanks. But more and more is being added here by Flash. Even the Valkyria here, really great unit against air. So much splash damage here by him, as his tanks are sieging up and sieging down. So slowly but steadily Flash is moving out. There's a Goliath now here for Light. So Goliaths, of course, very strong against those Wraiths. Same time the Wraiths here for Light are expecting here into this position. And another Valkyrie is being added here by Flash. So Flash really playing it very strong anti-air. In comes the army move out here with those Valkyries. Flash's Wraiths are in the middle, and those Valkyries as well. But no, finally the SCV is going to spot this army move out as he decides to pull back. No anti-air yet here, no turrets here for Flash. And let's have a look. Many units are being added here. Nice spread here by both players. And yeah, let's have a look what exactly they're going to be doing. So such a nice beeline here of siege tanks are being added, but in the end Light does a nice job here cancelling here this expansion, as Flash needs to be sending some units into this position just to fend off those rays. At the same time his rays are nicely positioned here, so let's have a look if Flash is going straight for this location here. He might do a scan. Let's have a look. Is he going to be able to kill those rays? And here we go. So much damage is being dealt now here against Light. Light in a little bit of trouble. Yes, actually in big trouble. He's going to lose all of his rays. So great job here by Flash, destroying this annoyance here. Really great kills here by him, not losing anything. As at the same time, once again, we have a stalemate here in the middle of the map. And Light also deciding to take this position here. So both players nicely spending here. However, Light with this nice dropship here with some vultures here, he might deal some economic damage, actually big economic damage it should be, given the fact that there's not that many defenses here, but this 1/3 might finish on time here. Let's have a look. The dropship is going straight for those mineral lines, and let's have a look at the worker count. 61 workers for Flash currently, but many should actually fall here if Light is microing his unit nicely. To 61 it was, now it's at 57, 56, so Flash losing of course many workers here. At the same time those vultures will be killed, always placing some mines in here. So yeah, really good job here by Light, but in the end of course the vultures will fall. He has killed around 4 to 5 workers here. But yeah, was it worth it? I don't know. Finally Light is moving out, taking already some splash damage out of those siege tanks. And yeah, siege tanks versus siege tanks it is, with some Goliaths already attacking this barrack here. A nice position barrack here by Flash just to give him vision, but Flash needs to retreat as those siege tanks are nicely clumped up here together, and even these barracks might fall here for Flash. So both players are trading blows here, both players are expanding, and this barracks needs to be of course repaired as quickly as possible or it will be destroyed. But given the fact that there's siege tanks here, no, here we go, the Goliaths will take care of it, as this expansion is already pumping minerals. The same can be said here for the expansion by Flash, adding another supply depot here. And we have once again an engagement here as the siege tanks for Flash are really exposed here. Those vultures are nicely being microed left and right, so Flash once again losing some tanks in here. So slowly but steadily Light is gaining a little bit of an advantage here, as he even has some SCVs here just to repair those tanks. Flash feeling confident, he's actually going to expand here even more, but Light slowly but steadily is moving out here with his vultures, and the Goliaths are also nicely being placed here. Flash perhaps investing a little bit too much into that anti-air here as he's moving out, but at the same time this anti-air Valkyries here also have a nice vision here against Light. Light is unsieging, so he might move out. The vultures take the first volleys of the tanks. At the same time the tanks from Light are going to siege up, immediately taking out the tanks from Flash. 2 tanks have been killed, 1 tank for Light, as Flash is losing once again a tank. At the same time once again Light is moving out here with his forces, with his vultures, just trying to cause as much chaos as possible. Flash already at 72 workers. He did lose 2 workers here as the SCVs have to fight for their lives. So really nice job. Light also expanding into this position. Flash taking so much damage from those Goliaths as he slowly but steadily needs to retreat, and I believe that the tank count here is a little bit higher for Light. However, the reinforcements are pouring in here now for Flash. Flash also having these tanks into this position, so he plays it a little bit scarce around the map. He spreaded his forces really nicely around the map, but it's going to be the good decision here by him. And then let's have a look as Light is also moving out here with a force, so Flash not allowing the expansion into this position, but Light just expanded somewhere else. Finally once again in comes Light here with his vultures. The vultures of Flash are prepared. Siege tanks versus siege tanks. Once again it is the vultures here by Flash placing those mines in the middle. So much splash damage could be added here, so really great job here by Flash holding his position and destroying here the forces from Light. So great job into this position. As Light is also once again moving out here on the map. So yeah, tank war it is once again in between these two great players. As more and more units are being added, Flash once again is expanding into this position, always with one expansion ahead against Light. His economy also looking very strong, but Light having more workers, 3 more workers here than Flash. Flash also losing some workers into this position and this position, so yeah, Light perhaps with a small economic advantage. There's also a nice anti-air turret here by Light. And let's just have a look how this game is going to unfold here, as more and more the vultures will be very important just to kill as many SCVs as possible. Light's holding his position, the same can be said here by Flash, as Flash is moving once again out with a small army composition. So yeah, both players are expanding, are holding their position. Nothing is happening yet here, nothing out of the ordinary, nothing strong. I don't see any battle cruiser, any nukes, just mass Valkyries here and Wraiths for Light hiding them in the back as he's producing more and more. Let's have a look what exactly he's producing. Even more Wraiths here by him with those Valkyries backed up by Valkyries, so perhaps he's building a mass air force right now. And yeah, slowly but steadily Flash deciding now to move out here with his Valkyries backed up by those tanks, but there's so many mines in here. Finally he's going to spot those Valkyries and those vultures here. So really nice job here by Light, now being aggressive, killing so this one tank in here. An anti-air turret is trying to be placed here, but really great job here by Light, as Flash will very likely have to unsiege. Does he have any anti-air? There comes his anti-air force, as we might see a nice air battle in here. Who's going to take the first shots? Here we go, both players are dealing so much splash damage to themselves. Nice cloak by both players. The Valkyries have fallen left and right, and it's just Wraiths now being left here. In the end, Flash with a more unit composition here is able to take care of the Wraiths here by Light. So really crazy game indeed we have here. Anti-air and tanks. Really nice job here, as more and more turrets are being placed here by Flash. Finally, once again, Light is moving out, but does he have anti-air? He has a light or two, but does he have vision? That is the problem in here. So let's have a look. Light is of course going to kill those ground units, but at the same time he's also taking out the Wraiths. So really good stuff here by both players. Finally, another Google lights are coming in just to take care of the Wraiths here by Flash. So Light not allowing here Flash to stay. As he's going to move out, he's even going to prepare perhaps an attack into this expansion in here, but Flash in position with his tanks is going to fend this off as we slowly but steadily closing in at a 20-minute mark here. So what a intense game, a great strategy game here, great air game here by both players with Wraiths and Valkyries. So really nice job. Light is trying to secure this position here, scans Flash, and Flash is going to lose those units here sadly for him. So a good job here by Light, killing once again. Every unit kill counts. The same can be said here by Flash, as he's moving out just to kill Light's forces in here. Let's have a look at upgrades. Upgrades are also very important. 0 to 2 here for Flash, as Light also has 0 to 2, as both players are trading blows once again one to another. Flash is moving out, he has to siege Valkyries. Vultures are actually moving out here with those mines. We're going to place some mines into this position, perhaps to take care of those tanks. No, but in the end Flash a little bit more consistent here once again, is expanding into this position. So we are heading into a great macro game here by both players. The economy are going to be very important. Upgrades are also going to be important. Once again we have an engagement. The vultures here are straightly in the middle, nicely placed mine in here, so much splash damage being dealt here by Flash. Really great job here by him. And once again he's sieging up. He wishes of course to kill this expansion into this position, and we have another engagement, an air engagement now into this position, but Light having more Wraiths here against Flash, looking very strong. Light is also moving out here nicely, killing those SCVs from this expansion. So a good blow here against Flash, as Flash is losing so many workers in here. He's currently dropped from 72 at 68. So what a great move here by Light. The same can be said here by Flash, as he's moving into this position with his siege tanks. However, the Wraiths are coming in here now from Light. The same can be said by Flash. So Wraith versus Wraith once again. Great game here by both players. In the end, the siege tanks are holding. Perhaps he's going to leave those rays into this position just to kill those SCVs. No, the SCVs are actually fighting now for their lives. In come the rays just to kill those SCVs. Finally, more and more is being added as we have a great fight now. More and more reinforcements are coming in left and right. So really crazy game here, but in the end, Light has dropped 256 workers versus the 65 here by Flash, as things have settled down. So great trade blows here by both players. Both players are hurting each other, and yeah, Light expanding into this position, but he's expanding. His expansion is still holding, and he's even able to produce more and more SCVs. As once again, Flash is moving out here on the map. Perhaps he wishes to attack this location. There's 5 siege tanks here nicely being placed, and even some Goliaths are being added here. So no science vessel yet here by both players. Of course they will see each other with those rays. And yeah, let's have a look what the follow-up is going to be. Perhaps are they going to transition into some other units? Perhaps you're going to see some battle cruisers. I don't see anything yet. No, it's just massive race here by both players. Same can be said here by Flash with his Stargates. So really great engagement here by both players, as even some more turrets are being added here. So a nice beeline here by Light. The same can be said here by Flash. Also nice beeline as things are finally settling down once again. Light has put these units into this position just to take care of his expansion here. Light with a slightly more advantage. However, in comes Flash with his air force, so going straight for those tanks and those Goliaths. So there needs to be a reaction now here by Light, as he's going to lose so many units in here. Finally, his air force is moving out here as well, but the damage has already been done here by Flash. So Flash looking very confident. Once again, Light is dropping below 160 supply here. Flash now having more supply than Light. And let's have a look what the next target is going to be, as most players are regrouping here their forces. Let's have a look at the upgrades here from the Air Force 0 to 0. So yeah, let's have a look at these forces here. Also 0 to 0, as more and more rays are being added now here by both players, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, this expansion once again is pumping minerals. It's nicely being defended. The same can be said about this expansion. But both players need to have, of course, some answers against those rays. And Light is adding some turrets in here, so once again we're going into a stalemate. Both players are preparing their armies once again. Flash in the middle of the map, Light moving out with a consistent force here. And let's just see exactly when the next engagement is going to happen in here, as they might meet up here in the middle of the map. Really nice job here by both players. Checking once again the upgrades 0 to 3 this time. Already some damage is being dealt by also 0 to 3 tanks here by Flash, and they will very likely meet here into this location. Finally, here we go, race versus race, but there's even some Goliaths here to back up the units by Light. More and more rays are coming in here, so the Goliaths are being targeted. Tanks are not sieged up. Now finally they're getting sieged up, and Flash needs to retreat. So a good strong push here by Light. The rays have fallen for him, however the Goliaths do take care of those brace. So nice army move out here by him, as he's knocking out the door at the expansion here by Flash. Nicely spread here out of those tanks. No reaction yet by Flash from these units and these units, so he might be in some serious trouble here, as Light is moving more and more forward here with those siege tanks, dealing so much damage to that economy. Once again, SCVs have to fight for their lives, but so much splash damage is going to be dealt here. Even some rays are coming in to back up here Light, and Light all of a sudden looking very strong here versus Flash. Flash in some serious trouble. Is he coming to recover somehow from this, as those Goliaths were the perfect counter here against the race from Flash. Finally, Flash is coming in here with his air force just to clean this, but the Goliaths are very strong here against him. He's able to clear this, but he did lose so many workers here. Flash at only almost 60 workers versus the 74 workers here by Light. Light even feeling more and more confident as he's going to move out into this position, perhaps just to cancel the expansion here from Flash. So yeah, even Light adding another expansion here, as perhaps he wishes to take this position, but things once again have settled down. However, the position is so nice here by Light, even dealing damage into the main here from Flash. So Flash has to reposition his factories here. So really nice Terran versus Terran we have here as we're closing in at the 25-minute mark here. What is he placing here on engineering bay? Pretty sure just to scout this position here. Yes, once again a great engagement in the middle of the map. Light once again feeling very confident as he's moving forward. Really great stuff here by him as slowly but steadily he is taking out tank after tank. A really nice engagement here by him as he's taking the middle of the part once again, and he might even move out here into this position. Worker wise he has the advantage of 15 more workers here and even takes out this command center here. Nice clumped up together units here by Flash, but let's just see when exactly is he going to move out. We see an engagement here, nice drop here by Flash, but those SCVs will fight once again for the life. Flash did try to back them up. Yes, here we go, finally they're backing up, but at the same time Light is moving here forward into the expansion here by Flash. So Flash once again losing workers, but at the same time he also killed so many workers here against Light. Still a 10 worker deficit here as Flash is moving out here with his drop ships, but he's going to get intercepted here with some tanks and with some anti-air. So here we go, once again a nice drop here by Flash, dealing so much damage once again to his opponent. Those Wraiths are also nicely protecting those siege tanks in here, so really great job. And all of a sudden Light is now falling to 50 workers. In come those Goliaths, but invisibility is there for those Wraiths as those Wraiths are going to kill the Goliaths. In come the Wraiths, a nice scam by both players here, but in the end it's just too much here for Light as he should be able to kill the units here for Flash. More and more is being added, more and more reinforcements are coming in, but the same can be said here by Light as more of his units are coming in. And there is that GG. So finally Flash realizing that his economy was not so strong. Light did hold this position, and at the same time he dealt so much damage here against Flash. So what a beautiful Terran versus Terran we had here. Really crazy stuff. In the end Light proving to be a little bit too strong here against Flash. Let's just check the stats a little bit. Once again I'm going to be clicking left and right here, so a nice encounter in between these two South Korean pros. Of course you guys know Flash is currently in the South Korean army. Light is now considered to be the best Terran in the world. This game has been played 2012. Such a nice Terran versus Terran we had here. So yeah guys, once again I hope you enjoyed this replay as much as I did. I'll be seeing you guys of course in the next replay. This is Tommy signing out.